Hi guys, need some help making a graph? I'm here to help you. So this is the beautiful car that I found. Toyota RAV4 was my first car. I had a 98 back in the day. So I just found a 2016 used for $17,195. I liked the way it looked. Miles weren't too bad, and that color just spoke to me. I also like buying it from a used Honda dealer. I googled the MSRP and I made sure to check that it was the XLE, and so that was the 27,670. Came up with my function. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to graph. So I'm going to go search for Desmos, desmos.com, not student, and then I'm going to choose graphing calculator. So this brings me to the graphing calculator. So I'm going to write my function in here, which is v of t equals 27,670. V of t equals 27,670, parenthesis 1 minus 0.091, 0.091, close parenthesis, exponent t, because this is talking about years, and that variable has to match up with this variable. So I can't see my function yet. Why not? Because my scales are not good. So this is the tool function, which is going to help us set up the graph the way we want it. So here it tells us that we have to create an appropriate scale. That's the first bullet. So I'm going to create an appropriate scale. I'm going to, let's say for the x's, what does my x represent? My x represents the number of years since, what year was my car? 2016. Since 2016, okay? And my y represents the value of the car. That makes sense because my x is the t, that's time in years, and v of t is the value of the car. I want to make those bigger, so I'm going to click on the bigger a. Okay, so since this is years, I don't need to go up to, like I can start at like -2, and then I can go up to like 20 years. Okay, right? We're not going to think about a car 1,000 years from now, right? We're going to think maybe 15 years, 20 years, 25 years. The y. So, yeah, we just start at like 0 or whatever, but it has to go up to what's the highest it needs to go. Well, I think about in this equation, what's the highest it would go to? That would be this right here. So I want it to go up to something that's above my highest value of the car. So when you first buy a car, that's the most that it's worth, which was 27,670. So maybe I'll go to 30,000. Okay. Ooh, all right. I think I need to go a little higher so I can see more here. So I'm going to try 35,000. That looks a little better. And I can't see the bottom, so I'm going to just drag it up a little bit. Okay, I like that. That looks pretty good. So what else does it say I need to do? I have my labels. So label the your axes on the graph. Label, okay. Add the y-intercept point and label it. So I'm going to go, this is my y-intercept. Okay, and it's going to be right there. So I'm going to put that in. 0, 27. What was it again? 670. Huh, why does that make sense? Take a second and think about what that number connects with and what that tells you. And I'm going to label it, and you're going to write what it represents. So I'm not going to tell you, but you're going to write what that number represents in this story. So you're going to actually write that out. And think about where you see that here, and think about what that means in the story, right? In what we looked up here and here, what does that tell you? So now next thing it says, add the point on your graph that demonstrates the value of the car in 2026. So that's what you calculated here. So I'm going to think, what is x and what is y? Well, x is the years, that's t. So I'm thinking about what did I plug in for t, and y is the value of the car. That's like y, right? The output. So the t was the years, and the value of the car was, so mine was 10, 10,657. So that was, oh, you don't put commas in here. So that's right here, okay? And I'm going to hit label just so it shows the coordinate on here. So whenever you want to put a name, you hit label and put a name for the coordinate. And when you just want to show the coordinate, you hit label. I think I've hit everything it told me to do. Okay, so now I want to share this. So first I'm going to go to share your graph, copy the link, and I'm going to put the link right here. Now, just so that you can always access it later, I'm going to close that, and I'm going to screenshot this. So I'm going to screenshot it. Okay. Make sure I get the labels of everything. And then I'm just going to insert that picture. Insert, image, upload from computer, the most recent screenshot. And there's the beautiful screenshot. And if you want to just screenshot only this part, that's fine also. You don't need to include this. Okay, that's optional if you want to have that there. So just remember to have your axes make sense. That's from tools, right? So your X, what does it represent? What would be a good number to go up to? Y, what does it represent and what would be a good number to go up to? And make sure you can see the whole graph, including the Y-intercept. Have fun, and I'll see you guys